Hi there, it's another week, it's Friday. On Wednesday's session I said I would give you some concepts and drills that would improve your putting. So in addition to you being able to deliver the putter face correctly and being able to read greens and identify the putt that you're trying to hit and then starting the ball on that correct line, there's the drills that I've got for you today should help you in doing that. But before going to a couple of the drills, one of the concepts I talked about was either a dead weight putt or a more aggressive putt that would finish behind the hole. The dead weight putt, just by statistics, would suggest that 50% of the putts would either get to the hole or finish short of the hole, and the other 50% would definitely get to the hole and they would finish beyond the hole. So that would be in the statistical terms what they call a bell curve, and it would be a normal distribution. So it would be 50% at or short of the hole and 50% at or beyond the hole. So that would mean that 50% of your putts had a chance of going in because the other 50% are going to be short. So say 5 out of 10 putts you're going to leave short. By hitting putts at a pace that would finish 16, 17 inches beyond the hole, statistically that actually increases the likelihood of the putt going in the hole, or certainly going at a pace that would get it in the hole, is 82%. So 82% of putts now would finish at or beyond the hole, and only a small percentage, the 18%, would remain short of the hole. So pure on statistics, by hitting putts that are at a speed that would finish 16, 17 inches behind the hole, you've increased the likelihood of 5 out of 10 putts being holed to 8 out of 10 putts being holed. And that's going to make a difference to your scores. I'll demonstrate that in a minute, but there is a downside to those putts that are going a bit more quickly, in that a dead weight putt is able to use the full width of the hole, so 4.25 inches. So it can use the full width of the hole. As the ball gets quicker, the usable dimensions of the hole actually reduces. Studies have been done, and it suggests that for every full revolution of the golf ball, which is just over 5 inches, 5.26 of an inch, so that one revolution reduces the usable part of the hole by about 12%. So that 17-inch rule starts to reduce the usable bit of the hole quite considerably. So there's a balance, and that is at around about 12 inches beyond the hole, you have about 75% of the putts are going to have a chance of going in, and you have about 75% of the usable dimensions of the hole. So that's kind of your optimum. So dead weight putt, you've only got 5 out of 10 chance, and a putt that finishes 12 inches beyond the hole, you've got a 7.5 out of 10 chance. So that 2.5 shots is in every 10 putts is a benefit. Okay, so I'll let you think about that and get your head around the maths on that. But if you are a dead weight putter, I would suggest to you that you start getting a little bit more aggressive, so that more of your putts would actually finish beyond the hole. Okay, let's think about that. Statistically, just going back to your school days, when you had a normal distribution curve, or a bell curve as it was called, if we imagine this is the hole, this is the hole here, okay? So by hitting dead weight putts that just get to the hole, 5 out of 10 putts are going to finish at or short of the hole, and then 5 putts are beyond the hole. So that's a dead weight putt. 5 out of 10 putts have a chance of going in the hole. Okay, if you move your aim point to 16, 17 inches beyond the hole, so the balls would run beyond the hole to here, all of a sudden you've actually got all of these now having a chance of getting to the hole. So you've now got an 8 out of 10 chance of these balls going in the hole. Okay, so that's why you would be looking for the balls to finish in, running at a pace to finish at this point, and then you've increased the likelihood of a ball going in. Okay, another factor on the speed of the putt is the sweet spot of your putter and how consistent you are applying that sweet spot to the ball. Okay, so there is a simple check that you can do on your putters to find the sweet spot, and I'm just going to show you that. Okay, this old putter that's I don't know how long I've had this, quite a number of years, an original Scotty Camel. So all you need to do is you hold your putter like a plumb bob, and just take a tee, and all you do is you pin the face. When you start in the toe, for example, the putter wants to vibrate, and the toe's trying to turn out. And as you get closer to the sweet spot, there's less vibration. Once you go beyond the sweet spot, there the heel's now turning in, the toe's turning. Okay, so I can see that vibration. So I can find the point where it's pretty stable, and that's about there on this putter, and it's actually about 2/3 of the way along the face, so it's actually much closer to the heel. Okay, so don't always assume that the sweet spot is in the middle of the putter. Some putters have a line on them, and don't be deceived, that line may not be at the sweet spot. Now let's go to a modern putter that's really well designed, and let's see what happens with that one. This is Lucy's putter, actually, really good putter. If she wasn't using it, I certainly would. So same thing, hold the putter like a plumb bob, and then just, so it allows it to move. You can see there, in where I'm hitting on the toe, the toes wanting to vibrate, yeah? And as I go near the sweet spot, the putter gets more stable and it's just rocking straight back. And if I go beyond that into the heel, it's vibrating again. Okay, so in this one, the sweet spot is actually pretty close to the line. So Lucy's able to use this line for lining up. But it might be worth just checking and see what your putter does. Because if you don't know where the sweet spot is, we're not going to get a consistent contact with the ball, and the ball speed's going to be a little bit inconsistent. Okay, so it's worth doing that. Quick check on your putters, and now I'm going to go on to some of the other drills. First drill, you just start getting to your putter position on a tee in the ground, just 2 or 3 inches in front of the putter, and just make a smooth stroke, taking the sweet spot of the putter straight to the tee, and try and avoid the recoil here. Okay, so straight there, and just notice what it feels like in your hands to take this putter face straight to the tee. It's quite challenging to take it and stop it. Okay, so once you've done that a number of times and you've got much more awareness of the club face going to the tee, you can then move and do some drills on your carpet or whatever. Okay. Next drill is really an extension of that one where you've been taking the putter to the tee, and that is you get straight in, get yourself lined up, and with no backswing at all, just push the ball. And as you're doing that, notice where the putter face is finished, where your hands are, how you've moved, and I'm pretty sure you will not have been doing this. So let me show you that again. So go to your dress position and just push the ball to the hole. Okay, and just become aware of that one piece movement, how your shoulders have rocked. Be aware of your hands and aware of the club face. Okay, last couple of drills. Okay, we talked about pinprick aim. So take a tee, and if you're at the golf course, what you do is you put the tee in the back of the hole and actually stick it in the back of the hole, and then you're going to putt, hit the tee, hit the tee, hit the tee. So the tee's going to be in the middle of the hole, at the back, and that's your aim point. So, and just notice how accurate you become, actually the ball going into the hole and hitting the tee. Okay, most of you will be actually putting a hole in the carpet or whatever. So what to do is to actually turn the tee up and still putt to the tee. So when you're putting on your carpet, focus in on the tee, and as you get better, you might be able to say, well, okay, I'm going to just clip the right hand edge of the tee or the left hand edge of the tee. Do that. Okay, so that's pin prick aim. You just become aware of what you notice, how good the club face becomes, how much more aware the club face is, and how you're rolling the ball to the target. So that's pin prick aim. Okay, and the last one is much more for distance putting. Okay, and what you would be doing is, once you're set up and ready to go, and just as you're beside the ball, just get tuned into your target and just start putting. Just use your instincts and look, and just allow yourself to get connected to your target. And once you think you're ready to go, step in and go. Just see what happens. So do that a few times. Okay, so just trust your instincts. So if you were throwing a ball to someone or whatever, you wouldn't think too much about what you're doing. You would just automatically throw it pretty much the right distance. So this is what we're doing here. We tap into those natural instincts. As you're down over the putt, look at your target, get yourself connected to the target, feel the stroke that you need to make, and then just let it go. Okay, so that's end of putting week. Next week I'm going to start to go right into some of the performance aspects. So some of the mental processes that you can run, some of the course management things that you should be running on the golf course, and I'll be quite curious as to what this does for you. Okay, so without changing your golf swing, but improving your performance. Okay.